Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Utah's offense will take the field first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Glover. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Glover. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on the last play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It's complete on the right side. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. Dances away to buy time. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Off the RPO, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Price. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucs!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
With the catch, it's Brave. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wilson will throw. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab behind the line, it's Price.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. First down for this offense. Wilson to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brake. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Lewis to throw. Under fire. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The Utes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Now adjusting. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Now on second down. Lewis wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Running to Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Price. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wilson to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is knocked away incomplete, but he ran through the receiver to get there. The flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down.
Ready, fight.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Price. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release by the QB. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Find some fresh air.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Utes get the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Extending the play. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Bray. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Touchdown, Utes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his spot. And the returner is stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis wants to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Buffaloes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Atkins. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the single back. Runs through the tackle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wilson will throw. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The give out of the gun. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job of the base defense making a play.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Pressure coming. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nestled just inside that right upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play for snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Lewis to throw. Quick strike complete. The Buffaloes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the first down run, here's second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lewis wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense might bring the house here. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Colorado. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 17 over Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Unloads it left. He's got him wide open. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just running their offense.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Wilson to pass. Makes the grab. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
As a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area. But this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Utah.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.